Welcome everyone to this session, to this final session of AZ-900 crash course or preparation course, and we have covered a lot of things as we will quickly see. But most important point to note is that irrespective of whether you take the certification or whether you do not take the certification, you still have to continue your journey of Azure learning. And towards the end, I will also introduce you to one of the new trainers that will be joining us from our group itself, who will be helping out on certain things that can help us do or prepare for AZ-104 better. Okay, so I'll start. Okay, so today, today, if anybody is asking any asking related to, I am one more question. I'll see that and we can continue. So I am trying to transition from QA to DevOps. Could you guide what will be the best approach? Which certification will be useful at Azure or AWS? If you are because QA also people code, right? So if you know coding and want to be a developer DevOps, then you can take 204 and go to DevOps. Or if you like admin tasks and then if you want to stick to pure DevOps, then you may take 104 and then go to DevOps. DevOps certification is AZ-400, and either 104 or 204 is a mandatory prerequisite. Okay, so that said, let me share the screen and we can start. Okay, so SLAs and Lifecycle. AZ-900 session 10, and we will learn about Azure support plans, the help and support blade in our portal, Azure community support, knowledge center, and all those places where you can explore and learn more, get answers to your questions, and also Azure service level agreements and composite SLAs, how to calculate monthly uptime percentage, and even service lifecycle in Azure. Okay, so we already saw many things in last 9 sessions. So we started with the history of computing, road to cloud, advantages of cloud computing, features of cloud abstractions, cloud deployment models, and we had an overview about all the AZ-900 topics, and we discussed about how to prepare for it. Okay, and I would say this is the most important of all the including today all the 10 sessions, and you should definitely at least see this before getting started with your AZ-900 preparation. And also with the current syllabus, around 20% of questions are from this, and in the newer syllabus I am assuming this portion has more weightage than it is in the current syllabus. Okay, then we learned about standard things, architecture things, such as how we can interact with Azure. We can interact through portal, CLI, PowerShell, and Cloud Shell, and we can choose regions from a recommended region or alternative region. So we saw what are paid regions, what are availability zones, and resource groups, resource provider, ARM, resource manager templates, Azure marketplace, virtual machines and scale sets, and many core services we covered in session 3. And in session 4 we covered many solutions such as IoT, big data, AIML, DevOps, serverless, and all. And in session 5 we focused on networking, both the core networking services as well as a bit of network security. And in 6 we started security Along with authentication and authorization, we discuss about Active Directory and few of its features, multi-factor authentication, and we touched upon tenants and subscriptions. And then we continued our security journey with learning about security center, ATP, advisor, key vault, AIP, policies, logs, etc. And then again continued with a monitor, service health, trust center, privacy statement, and a service trust portal and compliance manager. And in last session, we learned about Azure subscription and management groups, Azure free account, what is free, and how you can continue to use it for free, Azure cost management plus billing dashboard, factors that affect pricing, zones for billing purposes. Do not confuse it with availability zones, these are different. So pricing and TCO calculators. So pricing calculator gives you an approximate figure on how much you will be charged based on the configurations you choose, and also TCO calculator help you evaluate whether it will be good financially to move to a cloud from on-premise. And we also discuss some of the limits, quotas, and best practices. Okay, so what will we also see? The cloud master learning program, our plan to take all the certifications, real world projects, mock interviews, and all those things. Okay, so this is the agenda for today. Know your teacher, announcements and thought of the day, SLAs and Lifecycle, quiz championship, and career talk and initiatives. Okay, know your teacher. You know me, I am an author, architect, and tech evangelist, and I have a few master's degree certifications, and I have worked in a few good companies and still working. And I write blogs, I write books, I speak in meetups and conferences. I like to speak to engineering students across the globe, and I read a lot and a lot. This is my library, and this is my plan to teach at least 100,000 students, and with your help I can reach that goal. So announcements and thought of the week. This is a certification preparation crash course, so we will not go very deep, but you can ask all your doubts through Facebook groups or vertical groups, or join the future sessions, future deep dive sessions specific to many topics, and we can interact through many ways: webinar, Q&A, chat, poll, and all. And this is the current syllabus that we are focusing on, and this is the last module that we are discussing currently. Okay, and as an incentive to participating in the quiz, whoever wins first prize can get free access to all materials. These materials are prepared by job seekers like you. So once you prepare, and once you prepare through this, you will get an opportunity to help these job seekers also. And if you, by any chance, if you are out of job, you can always come to me, and then I will also include you in this program so that you can get some income until you get a full-time job. Okay, so the thought of the day. Okay, this is a big thought of the day from a book I was reading called Miracle Morning. So no matter where you are in your life right now, whether you are currently at the top of your game, succeeding at the highest level, or if you are in the midst of adversity and struggling to find your way, there is at least one thing I know we have in common. Probably a lot more than one, but at least one that I know for sure. We both want to improve our lives and ourselves. This is not to suggest that there is anything wrong with us or our lives, but as human beings, were born with the innate desire and drive to continuously grow and improve. I believe it is within all of us, yet most of us wake up each day and life pretty much stays the same. Okay, so how many of you here agree to it? Okay, how many of you here agree to it? Okay, so if you agree, you can say agree. If you do not agree, you can say do not agree. That is also perfectly fine. Yeah, so for miracles to happen, we need to do a little bit from our side also, right? So ultimately, all of us want to improve. So everybody, so there is even the rich still try to become richer. So those who have knowledge try to learn more and then increase their knowledge, right? So it is not that we can reach a stage where we can say that I do not want to improve anymore. Okay, you always have to improve, and one way to improve is to take feedback. Okay, you have to take feedback positively. If you are teaching and if one of your student is telling okay, your teaching style is not good, then you can ask that student uh, how I can improve, rather than getting angry with him and then throwing him out of the class. So you can ask him how I can improve. So there are two situations. There will be a very limited set of people who will always complain for anything and everything. So I'm not talking about those people, but I am talking about people who raise genuine concerns. So sometimes from those concerns, we may be able to learn something new, and then we may be able to improve ourselves and become a better person. Okay, and how to get feedback? So that is the biggest problem that many engineers or many trainers or teachers face today. Okay, so can you conduct a professional paid course and get feedback? No, because they will definitely ask for a refund. Even during those trainings, you can still take feedback. But before that, it would be good to just try out and see if you can actually do it and take feedback. So when something is free, definitely people will not complain a lot. There will be still people who will complain. But so try to engage, contribute, and try to take some sessions, okay, for this group or any group that you are a part of. Try not to share only the recordings, but try to actually come live and interact with your students or people who you want to interact with. Okay, live interaction has much value, much greater value compared to any other mode of communication. Okay, so this is an opportunity for you to come forward and take a small session. Okay, I'm not asking you to take the whole AZ-900 or whole AZ-104. Take a small session, and if you are afraid to take it in front of our bigger group, it is today we have touched 34K members. So last few weeks the incoming of people has increased quite a lot. So if you are afraid to speak in front of this 34K people, what you can do is you can actually come to the Azure trainers group, practice there, take feedback from me, take feedback from other trainers who are also practicing, and then you can come to the main stage and then you can deliver your content. But I am sure that there are already people who are ready to give that session even now, and that is what we will be doing from tomorrow or coming days. Okay, and one more thing, I personally try to improve myself through these sessions that I take and also sessions that I attend. Okay, and I like to learn, and for that purpose, if anybody of you who are trainers want to include me or are ready to include me in your training sessions, then I can give all the materials, all the tools that you need to live stream your courses. Okay, even up to 5,000 for no charge. Okay, so always try to participate, contribute, interact, and then learn and grow together. Okay, do not be selfish. Okay, so always think from the other person's perspective. So other people may understand you correctly or may not understand you correctly. So whenever you get a feedback, you think about it, you analyze it, and then only you respond. Okay, so that is it. So today being the last session, I wanted to focus on this point very clearly, and that is the reason I changed the thought of the day with a newer one than or a bigger one than we were seeing on these days. Okay, so let us continue. Let us take a pause and then let us continue. So am I still connected? Okay, good. And so just one more time. Do you agree? Do you agree to what I told about improving ourselves? So if you agree, you can say agree. If you do not agree, you are still fine to say do not agree. So let us take a pause for a couple of minutes and then we can start. Let us continue. SLAs and Lifecycle. Okay, so in Azure we have different support plans. It starts from basic, then we have a developer, standard, and professional direct. The cost also varies as you go up, and certain features are available in all subscriptions, and these include billing and subscription management, and resources, ability to submit as many as support tickets as you need, Azure Advisor. Your free personal guide to Azure best practices. We have seen all these things in previous sessions. Azure health status and notifications. So some things are free for all, and there are certain things that are available only from developer and upwards. Okay, these includes third-party software support with interoperability and configuration guidance and troubleshooting, 24/7 access to technical support by email and phone. So here, important thing to note is that if you need 24/7 access by phone or email, so it is there only from standard. Okay, so for developer, you'll get only business hour email support. Okay, so those kind of minor things might come in your exam, so you can watch out for it. And case, severity, and response time. So these response times, if you want, you can by heart or read few times so that you can remember as much as possible for your exam. Okay, and again, certain things are only there for professional direct, which includes support API, operation support, training, proactive guidance. Okay, so there are many things, and there are few timings and other information also mentioned in the support page that you can go through, read through. Okay, and also if you are not satisfied, if you want enterprise grade special support, then there is also one more support plan called Azure Support Premier. So you can contact Azure for getting more pricing and other information from the link that is provided in the page. And once you log into your Azure portal, in the left side, if you scroll down in the end below left corner, you have something called as help plus support blade. So if you click on that, you can you can get into the help and support page where you can raise a new request. You can raise, you can see older support requests. You can verify your support plan. You can go to service health. We learned about service health in previous day, right? In the session, right? So you can go to service health from help and support. So if you are asked for how you can see maintenance, shutdown details and all those kind of things, then you can definitely go to service health. You can go through help and support. Okay, so if help and support is the only option present, and then if service health is not present, then you can choose help and support, and if service health is also present, then you have to choose service health. Okay, it is tricky at times. So and then so this is when you click on a new support request, then you can raise a support request. So and if you go to support plans, you can see your current plan and details, and you also have options to upgrade. Okay, so you can upgrade to developer, standard and professional direct through the portal itself, but for the premier support, you'll have to contact from an enterprise level. Okay, and then to get more information or get community support, you have MSDN forum, which is the primary forum that anybody can use, and also you have Stack Overflow. So these are the things that are mentioned in the Azure website. But again, our group also, you can it is kind of a forum, so we are building more resources and we'll be sharing step by step or sharing soon. But meanwhile, if you have any doubts and if you are not able to figure it out from MSDN forum or Stack Overflow, you can definitely come to our group, and then you can share it, or even you can ask me. So from the point of the other members also, I request you to actually answer these questions. Many of you might know these questions, because I have seen people sharing their YouTube channel or courses where all these things are mentioned, but when somebody asks you in the group, okay, I have this problem, and nobody responds back. Okay, so that is why we have put this new moderation and all those things. Once you start contributing, once you start helping people, once you start answering questions, then your post will be made auto approved, so that you don't have to wait for moderation at all. Okay, but we want real people who actually contribute towards the group to get that benefit. So contribute more, help people, and then we can all grow together. And you also have a knowledge center to get answers for your common questions. But here you cannot post a question, you can only see what is already added there by Microsoft. And when you say service level agreements, you have two kinds of service level agreements. So first one is the standard service level agreement for one service, and all paying Azure customers. Okay, so if you are a free customer, then you don't get SLA. All paying Azure customers can claim a credit if their monthly uptime percentage is below the guaranteed amount in the SLA. Okay, we will see how we can calculate that monthly uptime percentage. So if it is below the promised SLA, then you will get a credit to your account. Okay, you have so composite SLA means you have two products with different SLAs. So then what will be the combined SLA? Okay, so this combined SLA you can calculate by multiplying, okay, these two. So for example, if you multiply 99.95 with 99.99, you will get a value of 99.94. Okay, so all these calculations are there in Azure documentation, and some of these links I have attached in the references section. Okay, and this is the formula that can be used to calculate monthly uptime percentage. it is the total available minutes in a month minus downtime by minutes in the month into 100. Okay, so if you know a bit of mathematics, then you will understand it easily. So it is a total available minutes in a month minus downtime by total available minutes in the month into 100. Okay, so this is a straightforward calculation formula. And you have something called as Azure AD also, which has its own support and SLAs. So the technical support for Azure AD free and premium is available through Azure support, and the plan starts at 29. So billing and account management is provided at no cost. And for Azure Active Directory premium editions, Microsoft guarantees 99.9% monthly availability. And for free services, as we discussed earlier, there are no SLAs. Okay, so if you wonder what are the free and paid plans for Azure AD, so this is not a part of exam, but it is still good to learn. So you have free, so it is included with a subscription of commercial online service that you buy from Amazon, such as Azure Dynamics 365, Intune, or Power Platform. And then you have something called Office 365 apps. It includes the free edition, but so some of these versions such as E1, E3, E5, F1 and F3 subscriptions of Office 365 has some additional features also. And then we have a premium P1 and premium P2. So to get these premium editions, you can contact Microsoft representative, or you can get it through Open Volume license program, or even Cloud Solution Providers program. So you can Google out all these things. So don't stop your learning with this goals alone. So I am giving lot of terms to you. Okay, that is my primary goal of this training. I'll give lot of terms to you, and you have to at least Google it and read whatever comes. Okay, so whenever you are searching for one thing, it is not that a single thing that will come in your search result. So lot of related things will come. So if you spend little bit of time, say 15 minutes or 20 minutes per day in reading those extra things, you can be a real expert on Azure Cloud. And it is not only about Azure Cloud. If you do this for any kind of learning, you can become an expert in that particular area. Okay, so many times whenever I do interviews, I feel like so people just know what they are doing, but they don't know what is happening around. To become a good architect, okay, every one of you, every one of us want to be a good architect in future, right, or near future. So in that case, you need to have a depth of knowledge in your expert area, and you need to have a breadth of knowledge in all other areas. Otherwise, you will run to a problem called as golden hammer problem. Okay, so you will try to fit whatever problems and solutions into whatever things that you know, and you will most always miss the actual or the most optimal solution. Okay, so Azure and Office 365 subservers can also buy AD Premium 1 and Premium 2 online. So an SLAs for virtual machines. If you have two or more instances deployed across 2 or more availability zones, then Microsoft provides a 99.99% SLA. And if 2 or more instances deployed in same availability set or in same dedicated host group, you will get 99.95. And based on the type of disk you use, if you use a premium SSD disk, you will get 99.9%, and standard SSD 99.5, standard HDD 95%. So you can go through these things in detail and try to by heart for exam. I've seen questions coming from this, but you don't have to spend a lot of time by reading the SLAs few times, or at least once you will be able to remember. Okay, otherwise can create some kind of mind map diagrams and all to learn and remember faster. Okay, now comes to the next important part, which is service lifecycle in Azure. Okay, service lifecycle, you have private preview, you have a public preview, and you have general availability. Okay, private preview means so you will be invited by the products team to use a product. So it is usually between some certain particular set of clients or particular set of customers and Azure. So it will not be open for all. Okay, so it is usually a small group that will be doing these things, and as you can expect, for previews there are no SLAs, so it is every risk is up to you. So you have also a public preview. This means it is available for everybody to try out, and you can even use it in production if you want, but risk is up to you. But you can still use it in production if you want. Here also there are no SLAs, and general availability, as you might have already assumed, it is when things are or the services are or the features are available to all the customers. Okay, so this is a portal page, preview features page, where you can opt in to any of these preview features. Okay, so you can also see what is there, and then you can click on it, and then you can see a page like this, and then you can click on register. And also after you register, if you want to unregister, you can follow the same process, and then you can unregister. And if you want to preview the portal itself, okay, so there may be changes in the portal itself. So to preview the portal itself, there is a different URL called preview.portal.azure.com, where you can go there and see how the portal is looking in preview. Okay, and there are more and more information available in Microsoft documentations about all these things. So this is one page, the updates page, where you can read about latest updates on Azure products and features. Okay, so you can select these statuses and then play around these things, and then you can get more information. Okay, and additional note, so if you are using a service, and if Microsoft plans to end the support for that service, they will give you a good heads up. Okay, they will at least give 12 months notice, so that you can plan for migrating it to some other services or features. Okay, so today it was mostly theoretical, but still we covered some important topics, and I mentioned some important terms also that you can actually continue to explore, read, and then become good at it. Okay, so that's it. We will take a small pause, and then we will continue. Okay, so only a basic plan is included in your Azure free account. In Azure Active Directory Premium P2, at least 99.9% availability is guaranteed. True or false? Okay, it is true. The SLA for Azure AD Premium P2 is the same as SLA for Azure Active Directory Free. It is false. So free services generally do not have SLAs. All paying Azure customers can claim a credit if their monthly uptime percentage is below the guaranteed amount in the SLA. True or false? Okay, it is true. You deploy an Azure resource. The resource becomes unavailable for an extended period due to a service outage. Microsoft will, okay, it is credit your account. Majority of you answered it correctly. All Azure services in a private preview must be accessed by using a separate Azure portal. Okay, so you use the same portal, but it is only limited to some customers. Okay, private preview means you use the same portal, but Azure has a means of enabling it only for some customers. Azure services in public preview can be used in production environments. Okay, it can be used, but it is at your own risk. Okay, so you get that disclaimer, right? It is your own risk. There is no SLA for it. If you want to use it, you use it, but if you are suffering, then it is your suffering. Azure services in public preview are subject to a SLA. Okay, it is false. So free services generally or preview services generally do not get SLA. That is why I mentioned at your own risk. Support from MSDM forums is only provided to companies that have a pay-as-you-go subscription. Okay, it is available for everybody, not just pay-as-you-go subscription. Okay, there are different subscription offers or offer types that you can explore. Pay-as-you-go is just one of them. Okay, if Microsoft plans to end support for an Azure service that does not have a successor service, Microsoft will provide notification at least. Okay, 12 months. Will removing unused user accounts reduce the Azure costs for the company? So this is from last day's session. Okay, no. It is good to see the scoreboard or the leaderboard always changing even after every question. So that shows that people are interacting and even if you are below, you are trying to go up. How you should calculate the monthly uptime percentage? Okay, it is first one. By creating additional resource groups in an Azure subscription, additional costs are incurred. Okay, no, this is also from last day's session. You should revise things. Okay, a support plan solution that gives you best practice information, health status and notifications at 24/7, access to billing information at the lowest possible cost is a dash support plan. Okay, so so information such as billing and health status and best practice information, so this is applicable to everyone. Okay, so whoever is paying will get it. Okay, so you should know, even if you are trying out, even if you are in any tier, you should have your billing information. Okay, so that is available for everyone. In which Azure support plan can you open a new support request? Okay, so this distributed answer, but the answer is everything, because I showed you screenshot of raising a support request from a basic account, right? So that is why I showed you two screens. So one raising and the other one to confirm that my plan was still basic. You can convert the Azure subscription of your company from a free trial to pay as you go. Okay, it is true. That is what Microsoft want you to do, right? You can create an Azure support request from Azure portal. So I showed you a screenshot from Azure portal only, right? So we went to help plus support, and then we did all those things, right? So the Azure support plan is the lowest cost option to receive 24/7 access to support engineers by phone. Okay, it is standard. So developer has email support during business hours, but from standard you get a 24/7 access to support engineers by phone. So I showed those diagrams because you can remember them easily. All Azure services that are in public preview are excluded from service level agreements. What is guaranteed in an Azure SLA for virtual machines? It is uptime, no change. An Azure service is available to all customers when it is in public preview. You need to view a list of planned maintenance events that can affect the availability of an Azure subscription. Which blade should you use from the Azure portal? It is help plus support. The composite SLA for applications with SLAs 99.95 and 98.99 is it is the first option. Half of you answered it correctly. What is the minimum number of virtual machines and minimum number of availability zones you should recommend for a guaranteed availability of 99.99%? It is 67% who answered correctly. So this was, I think, first from that list. So I have provided that link also in references so that you can go through it and read what other SLAs also. So that is it. So let me quickly check if there are any chats. Where will I get a recording of all your sessions? It is in YouTube. I will actually edit it. Edit it means during the queues there is lot of clock ticking time and all, right? I will cut all those things out, and I will also cut out the break times, and then I will upload this recording the way I am seeing it into YouTube. I'll just ping the link here so that if you want you can go and subscribe there. HTTP so YouTube channel name is CloudRix, but I have created a shortcut to easily go and subscribe. So you can click on this link and you can go. Iremia has raised hand. So today I'll allow you to talk. If you want, you have to just raise your hand, and then I'll give you opportunity to talk. So now there will be 9 videos. It is correct. And now there will be 9 videos. So this will be the 10th. So let me quickly finish off the PPTs, and then we can continue with our introduction to our new teacher. So quiz championship is done. Bonus career talk. At CloudRix we learn, we innovate, and we author. I mentioned the story of CloudRix. We were trying to find a name for a hackathon, and we were doing something different. So I thought I will put something related to Mavericks, but then we were doing something on the cloud. So Mavericks was already there, so I wanted to coin a new term. So I came up with this thing called Cloudrix. Okay, hope in future it will find a place in the dictionary. Okay, so we always learn more than what is required. For example, AZ-900 we focused a lot more than what is required on understanding cloud concepts. So similarly, we will learn about basic administration skills as we will learn AZ-104, and AZ-104 has a different group called Azure Admin. It is just Azure Admin, not Azure Admins. I think I mentioned it wrongly yesterday. And with data principles certification, we will learn data principles. For security, we will learn security principles. For architecture, we will learn architecture principles. And for developer, we will learn developer practices. And for DevOps, we will learn DevOps practices. So this is our plan. So I'll be taking some of these sessions, and I want some of you also to come forward and take at least some of these based on your expert areas. Okay, so my primary expert areas are core cloud and security and DevOps and development and bit of architecture and other things. But other areas, especially I focus on security. So others, if you are an expert on DevOps or administration, you can also come forward and then join me. We can learn together, and then we can grow together. Okay, at Cloudrix we always focus on cloud and open source, and we author books, blogs, and create courses. If you want, you can come learn and then create your own books, blogs, and courses. Okay, this is the current plan. I am hoping we can stick to it, and then we can reach our goal. Okay, that is Jan 2021. I still have not fixed that. Okay, summary of other initiatives. Sometimes it is not just enough to learn only tech. You have to improve your communication and public speaking skills. That is where Q4 English initiative will help you. And Buddy Tutorial is a portal where we host our courses, and it is prepared or maintained by students, and the revenue goes to them. So if any of you who attend any of the classes now or in future lose your job, you can always come. You can work in Buddy Tutorial, and whatever revenue is generated is split among the students. And Buddy Cult is a alternative Facebook, but also with the ability of also with the feature of courses. Okay, people can create courses and share courses, and it will also have all the standard features of Facebook. One primary reason I wanted something different was because in Facebook there are a lot of fake people, a lot of negativity. I wanted to remove all those things, but so at least for Azure Cloud Group, we are cleaning up the group, and then people are getting more and more confidence about being part of the group and contributing. Okay, TrainSo is if you want to get professional support, and CSE Cafe is my latest initiative where we will learn more about computer science essentials like distributed computing, networking, security, and all that are essential for or that are the backbone of cloud computing. Okay, and these are some of the references. Okay, so you can go and read as you want, and then finally, as always, keep in touch. Okay, so it is not over. So let us stop share, and let me introduce. Okay, so let me make I'll move Kiran to panelist so that he can I can come online and talk. Hi Kiran, so thank you for coming forward and then agreeing to take sessions for the group. You can talk more about what you are going to teach and then what you are doing currently. But to summarize, he is also a cloud architect, and he is also working in a very good company at a very high position. So let me give control to Kiran so that you can talk. If you want, you can on your video, or you can switch off. Completely up to you.
First of all, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. And my name is Kiran Patnaikane, and I'm a DevOps engineer. Actually, I'm a Cloud Ops engineering specialist, and I'm working in Accenture. I mainly focus on PowerShell. I extensively write PowerShell scripts, especially for, now I started writing for Azure. Earlier, I used to write it for SQL Server and Windows Server. And now all of our deployments and everything is happening through PowerShell and also Terraform. I write some blog at my own blog, kpatnaikane.com. And also I'm preparing, right now I'm working on some open source projects, like, preparing sample database for scripts and Terraform configuration for the interest of, since actually, like more than I work for my client, when I'm working with my open source projects, I learned a lot. So probably I would like to share that knowledge with you all. So I would like to give sessions on Azure PowerShell. It is mainly focused on Azure PowerShell. And also I'm certified in Azure certified administrator. And now I'm planning to take 304 for solution architect. But looks like in your roadmap it is there in the set. The March 304, right? But I think I would like to take it within a month or so. I've already registered my slot. I'm also preparing for the same. So yeah, hopefully I think it would be good.
Okay. So let me share. So I'll just share Kiran's blog so that you can all go and check it out if you want. So I have shared. So I have shared correctly, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah. So thanks Kiran for coming forward and then agreeing to help the group. So I am expecting all of you else who are also watching to come forward. So when we come forward and talk, okay, we help others through sessions or other means, so then we can actually build relationships. We can create master groups which may become which may get converted into something very special in future. Okay, we can all learn together and then grow together. So anybody else want to share any opinion about this course, how it can improve or what went well? So Remia has raised a hand. So we want to talk. You can unmute and talk if you want. So
hi. So first of all, thanks for you, Hartan, for this session. I just got to know about this very late. Like last week, I attended about 4 or 5 sessions from last week, but I think I have gained good enough knowledge to go to the next level. And also the quizzes, what you conduct at the end of each session, it's quite interesting because it gives an interest for people to listen to the content carefully and also work on our drawbacks as well. Like when we attend the quiz, we just get to know like what is wrong with us and where we went wrong and all that things. So the overall session was really good, and like the social concern what you're showing, I really appreciate that. And I would also like to join the teaching community. I work for Mindtree as a technical specialist, senior technical specialist. So, but I am not sure, like, because I have just given KT to some of the team members, like a group of 10 to 20 people, but I have no exposure to the bigger audience. So maybe I would need your guidance to get some training, and I would practice a couple of things a couple of times, and then I hope I would be also able to help you in this learning journey. Yeah. So that's all from my end, and thank you. Thanks again.
Hello everyone. I just want to advise on the one improvement on the session we are taking. So at the end of before starting quiz, we can add one more slide, like a recap on the topic we covered high level. It will help us, like many new terms come in each lecture, so it will get more attention in the recap of the students.
Yeah, it is a very good. So it is a very good suggestion. I will definitely try to include that in future editions of the same course. So I'm planning to continue this again and again for beginners, because lots of new people are coming to the group to get started with Azure. So this course will continuously evolve, and alongside we will develop newer courses as per theme of the month. Thank you, and it was a very good suggestion. Okay, so one question in our chat: is it all MCQ based for all certification exams? So there are case studies and labs for certain exams. So which exams, those details I'll need to explore. So because I have appeared only to the top level exams, I have appeared only for AWS. For Azure, I am also planning to. So it is actually my certification plan that I have shared. So in so next 6 months, I am planning to take all those 8 certifications. So that is my learning plan. And whenever I learn something, I try to share it with somebody, and then that helps me learn those things better. Okay, so let me allow Vishal.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Hey, hi, thank you very much, and like for the social cause you're doing for all of us, like bringing us on this new technology cloud, and like thank you very much. Hartan, one suggestion, like I would like to make here, that we are going through the curriculum. Is it possible we can have like one session where we just talk about the infrastructure, from the infrastructure side, like what are the servers, the storage, backup, and like the basic infrastructure that goes behind these solutions. Basically, nowadays we are hearing that Azure and AWS, when it comes to the data center team, they are nowadays very busy stacking the servers to meet the client requirements. Also, can we have one session on the infrastructure part?
Yeah, that is also a good suggestion. Actually, Google had some time back did a session for a very big audience in Bangalore, and they were mostly focusing on these things to say how secure their data centers are, how they have put pipelines under the sea. So similar things happen for other cloud providers also. So that is definitely a good thing to know and get more confidence in a cloud provider. So we'll definitely have a special bonus session on that.
And let's say, I actually don't know what is the, when it comes to cloud, what is the underlying storage? See, I come from the storage background.
Okay.
And if you talk something about the traditional infrastructure, that is, and the storage user, that is something I can help the group on, like what is storage area network and network attached storage. But we would also like to know, like, what is the storage which is used, like on what the Azure and the AWS is hosted on.
Sure. Actually, that is a very good suggestion, and actually, I got some a good idea about it while we were discussing. So we can actually have a combined session where we will prepare it together first, and then we can have a combined session where you can talk about how these things work on premise, and then I can talk about how these things work on cloud, so that we can all improve our understanding of how storage works on the cloud. So that is a very good suggestion again.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else? Any questions? Any doubts? Any suggestions? Feedbacks? Anything? Okay, so I'll quickly share that Azure admins. Azure admin. I always make that mistake. So since I say Azure admins, so people go into Azure admins group, which was a different group. But so today I took the link. I took that link for Azure admins group also. So it will be an empty group now with only one member. So I'll just share. Okay, so this is Azure admin group where we will be practicing for AZ-104. Okay. You can all send requests now, so that I'll know that okay, you are part of it. Even otherwise it is fine, everything will be communicated in our body tutorial page. Okay, so if there is no point in sending it, because you would have definitely got the Zoom link from body tutorial. Okay, so anybody of you want to take any sessions for this group or other groups, you can always check with me. If my licenses are free, I can give you, because I also write blogs comparing different products used for e-learning. So Zoom is just one of them. So I have almost license for almost all tools and can support up to 5,000 members. So you can always get connect with me and then discuss on how we can better collaborate and help each other and then grow. Okay, so anything else? Okay, yeah. Okay, so you can go to that group and then we will continue our learning. So if there is nothing else, we will wind up, and we can soon hope to hear from Kiran also on things that can eventually help us become a better Azure admins and better Azure DevOps engineers. Okay, so so next session is it Saturday morning. So most probably we will have a session tomorrow introducing Kiran, and he will be the main speaker. So if he confirms me that he is ready with the deck, then I will schedule it and I will send out a mail. So just make sure your email notifications are enabled in Buddy tutorial, so that you will get all communication. Okay, so
Hatim,
yeah.
Actually I'm ready with my deck and I have the slides and all ready. So I'm okay for tomorrow. There's no problem.
Okay, good. So we can start on first itself. So let us join together tomorrow, and then we can start learning. Okay, so we will try to make this as same time. So we'll continue to keep everything at same time, because people will have some clarity. But again, Srinivas, I know it is bit odd time for you, but we'll see if we can have multiple time zone meetings. Either the second one will have a recording, and then we'll have the trainer live and then answering all the questions. Okay, so now many of the universities like BITS Pilani and all are following an approach where first all the videos will be shared and on videos and materials, and then you come, and during the class it will not be this PPT based session, but it will be actually interaction with the live case studies, examples, doubts clearing and all those things. Okay, so now most of the professional learning groups are also doing this in collaboration with various colleges and universities. Okay, so I'm assuming there are no more hands or questions, so let us all continue our journey. Do feel free to give suggestions, and we can all learn together and grow together. My one advice or request: come forward, teach at least a small topic. If you are afraid, I can help you with some techniques that I am still learning. Next few days I'll be taking some time off from work and learning, not learning, actually work and training. I will never take a break from learning. So even if I am not learning technically, or even if I am not learning technical things, I'll still learn some other things. Okay, I'll always continue to learn some or the other things. Okay, so I am going to learn or improve my public speaking skills and some of my time management skills and all. So I'll be focusing on those things during the rest of my vacation, and by next week I'll be joining back. By that time I need more people to come forward and help me. Okay, so bye bye for now, and see you all tomorrow same time. Okay, bye.
Thank you.